The aquaculture industry uses over 3.8 million metric tons of U.S. soybean meal. For a point of reference, the global cattle industry uses just less than 3.8 million metric tons. At a recent Nebraska Soybean Board meeting, we spoke with District 5 Director Mark Caspers about why aquaculture is an important sector to the soybean industry.
Well, for a couple of reasons. Number one, we're going to need a viable protein source to feed the millions of people that are growing population in Asia, and this aquaculture seems to be a real good fit. It's a sustainable type of resource, seems to be renewable. The problem with the aquaculture right now is the ocean is running out of meal fish to feed the aquaculture, and so we're using our soybean meal to feed these fish, and we're working with Tom Clemente here at Nebraska, designing some new type of soybeans that are going to work better for that protein source, and the fish are going to be able to metabolize that into a omega-3 fatty acid, hopefully, if everything is successful on this.
Are the people in the aquaculture industry pleased with soybean meal because of how fast it allows them to grow? Is that accurate?
Yeah, the growth has been proven to be on an equal basis with the fish meal, but the reason they're very pleased about it is the cost of the soybean meal is substantially less because the cost of the fish meal has been driven up high in recent years as the supply declines on that.
And I would imagine that the aquaculture market, is that something that can just continue to grow?
Oh, I see tremendous growth in it. In fact, they've charted it out over the next 15 to 20 years. There's going to be a lot of growth in the aquaculture because, like I said, we've got a exponentially growing population in Asia that's going to need a viable protein source to feed them.
Let's talk about the other side of the bean then, that's the soybean oil. One of the markets that's really come into play here is bioheat. Why does that make such a good fit for soybean oil?
You know, I think that's really a win-win situation for all the citizens of the United States because it's a renewable resource right here at home. We're able to grow the soybean, crush it, send the meal over to Asia for feed their fish over there, and then we can maintain the oil right here and we can burn it as a home heating oil. Predominantly that's done in the Northeast area, but that's environmentally safe. It's a renewable resource. We can lessen our dependence on this foreign oil. We can keep it all right here at home. A lot of people in the Northeast tend to be a little bit more environmentally conscious, so they're willing to pay just a little bit more if they have to for their home heating oil to know that it's a renewable resource and it is environmentally friendly. I just think that's a real win-win and a great future there.
How successful, it kind of plays into another one, and that's biodiesel. How successful has biodiesel been overall?
Biodiesel is probably one of the major success stories of the soybean checkoff. It's just brought tremendous returns per dollar invested back to the producers in the entire United States, but especially back to Nebraska. A lot of that oil is originated here in Nebraska from our soybeans growing here, and it's just brought tremendous returns back. It's phenomenal, the returns per dollar invested that the biodiesel program has brought back to Nebraska producers. Something we can be really proud of because Nebraska was a leader in the biodiesel industry, and I think Nebraska farmers really need to be cognizant and be proud of that fact.